Hello, everybody, and welcome to this reading. So, this one is for the 144,000 elect of the Most High God. Um, it's just a check in, really, to find out, well, what does God want us to know at this time? Because, as you know, we are the ones who will be leading out this new world that's being created the way God wanted to, is going to be led by those who listen to God. Hang on. So yeah, the new world that God is trying, or not trying, the new world that God is erecting is going to be led by those who actually listen to God. Okay? So if that's you, then this message is for you. If God is the head of your life, this message is definitely for you. Okay? And for those of you who think that God should be the head of your life but is not quite there yet, this message is for you too. Okay? So you could probably save it until when you come into full alignment with the Most High, because it will be relevant to you then as well. Okay? So, Most High God, do block anybody that's trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children, your elect, your chosen, the ones that you chose to stand up, because we have the stuff, we have the right stuff to stand up and lead out, lead the people towards you, towards the quality of existence that you wanted for us in the first place, before the bad guys took over and made it into the trash that it currently is, psychologically, financially, socially, educationally, medically, architecturally, all their fuck ups. Yeah, we're here to undo the nonsense. That's what we were created to do. That's why our life has been the way it has been. That's why we think the way we think. That's why we feel the way we feel, as strongly as we feel about what we consider to be the ills of society. Okay? It's because we were made to do something about it. Okay? And violence is never our primary method. Never. Okay. So what's your message for us at this time, please, Most High? Represent for your God like I represent for mine. We are basically the same, even in our differences. There's a reason why God introduced itself to you in the persona that it did. There's a reason why God introduced itself to me in the persona that it did. When we are meant to understand, we will. Until then, we stick to the facts. Release the need to know everything all at once. The fact is, we are all moved by love. The fact is, we hold God in the highest esteem. The fact is, we choose right over wrong. The fact is, we are our brothers and our sisters' keeper. The fact is, we are all God's children. We are all flavors of the Almighty God. Yeah, God is very versatile, never monotonous. Who likes monotony? You may like things plain, but never monotonous. You know, God created peas. How many different types of peas or beans there are? How many different types of flowers there are? How many different types of trees there are? How many different types of waters are there? Yet they are all water. They're all flowers. They're all trees. We are all people. We are all God's people. Represent for your side like me. I'm that girl. I don't care. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? God made me and saw that it was perfect. Well, a lot perfect, not completely perfect. All right, Most High God. So your message to the 144,000. What do you want to tell us at this time, please? And thank you. Huh. Long time no see. All right. So we're either going to be here for a while or we're going to have to make this a part 2. Because God had a lot to say right now. God got so much to say right now. Oh my God, there's more. as you will. Feeling two more. Okay. So I know some of the religious sects, you have been taught to see this as an abomination, but my religious sect has not. And my religious sect, although I'm a Rastafarian, it's not Rastafari, because there are Rastafarians who would say I am a sinner because I use tarot and oracle cards to commune with the divine, but to each their own. It works for me. I use it in a positive way. And what they think about me is none of my business. What God thinks of me is all my business. We pray, we get the answer. Sometimes it flies over our head. We don't really know what the answer is, but if you have a tangible source with which you communicate with the divine, the answer is instant, number one, and undeniable. So I've learned to respect oracle cards and tarot cards and flipping coins and reading tea leaves and reading coffee. Like, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness therein. Okay? Everything, everywhere is the Lord's. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it and why. So this may be something that is against the principles as you have been taught, but how you commune with your God, that's your business. This is how I do it. Okay? And if God had a problem with me doing it this way, we have a direct communication where I would have been told either I'd hear it in my inner ear, or I would see it in a vision while awake, or I would see it in a vision while I sleep. Or God would show me movies, or you know them ones when there's just something happening in your environment and you feel connected to that thing and you just know God is talking to you. Yeah, God have a lot of means to tell me I need to stop this, and God has never told me I need to stop this. Okay? Matter of fact, I was introduced to tarot and oracle cards by people who wanted to use it to fool me and control my mind and thereby my life. And God taught me how to use them myself. And here I am, being one of the most skilled. How many years after? About 5-6 years after I was introduced to it. And I'm sure there are people out there upset. They want to know, how am I this gifted and talented? And I didn't study as long as they have, and I didn't have the most mighty teachers. Actually, I did. God is the most mighty teacher, actually. And I learned this from God Almighty. So yes, I did have the best teacher, and that's why my elevation was full of so much acceleration, so that I can come and share with the nation for our betterment and regeneration, salvation and redemption. To God be the glory. Alrighty, so we definitely gonna have to do a part 2 with this one, because there's a whole lot of cards. Okay, so let's get started. I guess I should have done another one of these readings before now, because then God wouldn't have so much to say to us at this time. All right, get this started. Let me get comfortable first. First. All right, Most High. Squeeze belly too tight. Uncomfortable. Pants. Fat belly. Fat belly encourages uncomfortable pants. If you can avoid it, stay away from it. Say no to fat belly. Okay. That little musical that I did at the beginning, for whoever is asking, is something that I do to calm my atmosphere. It's kind of like speaking in tongues. It's my own personal relaxation, meditation, grounding, that type of thing. I felt the need to do it, so I did it because it helps me. It's like kind of like medicine, you know? Kind of like eating when you're hungry. Something I did for my soul. And possibly the soul of others who connected with what I did. Excuse me. I came in doing this because I was doing a garlic mouth rinse for whoever just asked. The enemy is fighting against my teeth, so that's one of my ways of fighting back. Garlic strengthens the enamel, it kills bacteria, so thereby diminishing some of the damage that would have been done if I wasn't using it. Okay. My gums be tingling because of their sabotage, because they're trying to make me lose all of my teeth because they think it's gonna stop me from smiling. Never. Okay. Right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's see what God want me to do next. Coming up, so you better get this party started. We're here to learn and we're here to teach. That is how we grow. All right, so the subject matter of this first part of the message. Okay, so we got money. All right. This I use to moisturize my hands so that I can interact with each card because I suffer from dry hands. More sabotage from the enemy. And if you're one like me, you must be getting sabotage on a major scale by the enemy because the devil don't want to see better in the world. The devilish ones, because they benefit from our suffering. Okay? So anytime you're one of us who try to make the world a better place, they try to make your life as difficult as possible, thinking that they can get you to quit your mission. But no, we just push through. You know, God gives us information on what to do to make our journeys as easy or as pleasant as possible in the midst of the storm that the evil ones try to create for us. To them we say, phooey. Nobody cares. You're gonna lose. Because God is greater. Okay, so we got new location, reptilian, aka the devil ones, same evil ones I was talking about. Characteristic and age over 200 years. So something's been around for a long time. The underlying issue we have is age 61 to 80 years with their world domination scheme, which we are in direct opposition to because their world domination scheme is not in our best interest. It's only in the best interest of them and their families and their top level comrades. Everybody else below that, they are disposable and trash. That's how these people work. They don't care about those people. Okay? That's why I did the reading the other day and it said that the the heads of this world domination scheme, they have already taken themselves away from these parts of the world, have taken on a new identity. Them and their families and those they care about, they've already left these parts to burn. That's what they hope anyway. And they left their minions in charge of the mission. So while we're burning over here, they think they'll be someplace with their families safe and secure. They don't know that God is everywhere and there's no such thing. But anyway, let's continue. World domination scheme, age over 120 years, this criminal nonsense that they're on, you see? So that they can live grand and the rest of us can live like trash. I guess they didn't hear the meek shall inherit the earth. That's why I'm here to look at this. Disguise is in the reverse. Like everybody knows, it's not a disguise anymore. It used to be disguise, but we know. So now we got the police, which would be we, the 144,000. We are the real police. Because we have come to change the system. Okay, so we got police, we got look-alike, and reputation. So how do you know what the real police look like? Look at our reputation. Look at our record. What do we stand for? What do we not stand for? What are our contributions to society? What are our contributions to our immediate circle? That tells the world who we are. We respect and encourage correctness. We do not like injustice. We do not like disorder. Police bring order to society. That's what they're supposed to do anyway. The good ones bring order. The corrupt ones, they bring disorder. So we are the new police, and we are no longer being hidden. Disguise is in reverse. The crooks are being revealed, and the real police are also being revealed. Because of how we behave, they know who we are, and they know what we stand for, and they know who they need to fight against. And that is why our lives are so tormented. Is because we stand for the right. We are fighting for our right to do what is right. Yeah, just imagine that. We the 144,000. What are we fighting for? We are fighting for our right to do what is right. We will not conform to devilish behavior. It's not in our DNA. That's not what pleases us. It actually destroys us when we try to practice these things, because we're not built like that. So God designed us to be allergic to bullshit, because we were created to bring order to society. So if you're wondering why you're different, it's because you were created for this specific purpose. You're meant to be different. You're meant to be outcasted. You're meant to be shunned until this time, when we start to shine and show the world we know who we are, we accept who we are, and what we stand for is what is right. God is in agreement with what we stand for, and there will be no compromise with evil. We do not negotiate with terrorists. That's the basic story, okay? Interesting. So we got the meat suit Chinese thug life. The secret is out. Age over 300 years. So them and their world domination world domination schemes and all that, we are here as the opposition, the natural opposition. We're not even trying to be their opposition. We were just naturally built as those who oppose oppression, suppression, forcing us to compromise our moral compass. We're not with that. It's not okay by us. And we defend that with our very lives, because we were built this way. We got African and God coming in next. So why do they hate black skin, dark skinned people so much? Why do they hate black people so much? Why do they fight against black people the world over so much? It's because they know that we are a representation of God. We are the closest representation of God. Because look at what all the other nations are doing. Look at what they stand for. So anyway, new location, reptilian, characteristic, 200 years. So for too long they've been this way. I do want to take a closer look at this new location energy though. New location, reptilian, characteristic, over 200 years. So it's like, I believe that it's saying that the new location is a spiritual one, whereby they're being forced to change. They're either forced into hiding, which they have already started to do, or they're being forced to change. So let's check out the new location energy. What's this new location about, please, Most High? And the subject matter was money. So it's all about money, power, control, That's what they were doing it for. So that they can live grand and feel like they're better than everybody else. That's all. That's all they want to do, is just feel like they're more important, they're more powerful than everybody else. Such a very minute life objective, wouldn't you say? That's like the mindset of a real child, no matter how old they are. 61 to 80 years old, grown babies. Grown children. They're not even in adolescent mind frame yet. They're teenagers who have bigger aspirations than these fools. About New World Order, world domination. Go sit down somewhere. Fools. Don't even know how to manage your own households, and you want to manage the whole world. You want to run the whole world. You don't even know how to manage your own self, but you want to be governor over everybody else everywhere. Go and sit down somewhere. Go and lord over yourself and your house. Sure, your children don't even respect you. Sure, your wife and your husband don't even care about you. Sure, they hate you, actually. Can't even manage things in your own house, but you want to manage the whole world. Go fuck off somewhere. Okay, so new location. At the bottom of the deck, we got Secret Society. That's the subject, their Secret Society. So let's see what that new location is about. I have to check these first three cards. Look at the bottom of the deck. The bank is the robber. We know. Such an unjust society. The police are the bad guys. The bank is the robber. The teachers are the groomers. You just name it. A society built on evil. A society dominated by evil. The fucking therapists are the manipulators. The list goes on and on. But let's check these out. Let's see what message God is trying to give us. So that, like that. Okay, and then these three. Okay, so new location, we got repossession. And we got impeach in the reverse. Bank account. Withdrawal. and money loss. So new location. Let's see what this is saying. Repossession. Impeach in the reverse. So to impeach someone is to get them out of their office, but in the reverse, they stay out of office, out of wherever they're at. In the reverse, they get to stay. So repossession, don't impeach their bank account. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is whoever is in charge of the banking system when it comes to these people, God said, don't cancel their bank accounts or anything like that. Make sure that you keep their bank accounts as it is, because God want them to see their bank accounts just dwindling and dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. It's gonna really hurt their feelings. Okay, so whoever is in charge of their bank accounts, God said don't cancel their bank accounts, keep them as is. Okay, that's the first message. So we got new location, and that's clarified by repossession. So yeah, God is taking back all that they stole, and God want them to see it happening as well. So don't close their bank accounts. Impeach bank account? No. Don't close their bank accounts. They're gonna keep withdrawing, and they're not gonna be able to make any deposits at all. God want them to see their generational wealth and their ill-gotten gains just draining. Okay, that's really gonna hurt their feelings. Okay, so that's a message to the bank owner or whoever is in charge of the bank. All right, so that's the first message that God wants to share with us, is they're taking on a new characteristic, one of poverty. Okay, because they've been gaining for 200 years plus. Okay, for 200 years they've kept us under suppression and oppression and all these things. So that's a couple generations. Well, okay, that's at least 2 generations worth of them, or maybe even 3. So, and it's a generational wealth built on ill-gotten gains, and God says time is up. And do not cancel their bank accounts. God want them to see their bank accounts just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, just like they were happy to do to we the people. Okay? So to the 144,000 person who is in charge of the banking sector, don't shut them down. Keep their account open. Allow them to withdraw, because they'll never be able to deposit. They're not making any money. And that's really gonna hurt. Okay? I like that. Let's see what the next message is. So it's judgment time. Look, this card pop out like you scared them. Yeah, bitch. You were scaring us for a very long time. Very long time. You've been scaring us. Your turn. Your turn to be scared. Your turn to suffer. Your turn to be impoverished. Your turn to taste the other side of life. Yeah. The first will be last and the last will be first. We don't make the rules here. We're just, we're just the instruments and the deliverers of the messages and stuff like that. God says your time is up to be mean to the rest of the world. You chose, and you chose wrong. Next message. You've got mail, Babylon. You've got mail. Woo! Oh, yes, Lord. I'm so glad that we get to see this, even though we don't see it in a real life. I mean, like, this is one of the closest that we can come to it. Unless those who are in charge of the bank, you put up, like, secret cameras and stuff and give us, like, the exclusive lowdown, show us these people's faces and stuff. Maybe one day we'll be that fortunate to see their faces, because they're going to lose access to the TV too. The media won't be theirs anymore. Because look at what they've done to TV. TV is now so boring. It's ridiculous what they've done. They are poor managers, I swear. They are poor managers in every single way. And this is why they can't dominate no world. Can't dominate the world. You're very poor managers. You can't even, you're just trash, period. You're just rubbish. You ruin everything. But you want to dominate the world. Malika, are you expecting something in the mail or something?
Not today.
All right. Say no more. Okay, so the second message, the subject matter, part ways on good terms. Okay. So yeah, allow them access to their money. God says, allow them access to their money. But I don't know about putting money in. They don't have no money to deposit. So, okay. Oh wow. Okay, I have to check these to see which one is in, how they're meant to be interpreted. We got one in the reverse and one in the upright, but I'm not sure which one is which. But this way, this one comes first. Okay, that's a check. So you go like this, however they are. Okay, so the first message is, this person is not worth it. So they're not worth it. God says, part on good ways. It doesn't make any sense to be angry at them. It don't make no sense to be violent. It don't make any sense to. So this must be talking to those who are in close proximity, those of the 144,000 who are in close proximity to the people who decided they wanted to take over the world and run it in a horrible way. Okay, so these are the first message was to those in the banking system. So you see, the 144,000 have already been strategically placed. So those who were playing along, they had to be quiet because they were in a position where they couldn't reveal who they truly were, but their soul was never at peace with what they knew and what they saw was going on. So if the enemy think that we are now waking up and we are now being trying to get into it, no, we are already in our positions that we're supposed to be in right now. Anywhere, any state of being that the 144,000 are in right now, that's where we're supposed to be right now. And there's nothing that can be done to stop us from being where we should be at any point in time, because God run this. Okay? So that's what the enemy needs to understand. We are already in position, we are already in power, and you are already done. Babylon the Great has fallen. Okay? So yeah, so God wants y'all to know, just don't treat these people the way that they were treating us. Life itself will hand them their karma. Okay, God says, I got this one. Y'all just keep living, keep doing right, try to manage society as best as you can, clean up this mess as best as you can. You know, focus on growth and healing, and do getting things the right way. These criminals are our problem. That's what God is saying. These criminals they're God's problem. They are not the problem of the 144,000. We are meant to focus on the healing and the growing of ourselves and the people around us and the world at large, internationally. Okay, so we are meant to be here for each other, and anybody that God wants to focus on these criminals, they will get those downloads. They will know who they are, and they will know what to do, because God communicates with all of us. Okay, so this person isn't worth it. Then we got incompatible and dangerously in love in the reverse. So we're not the same. They're evil, we're not. They want to control everybody, we don't. We are not the same. God says just let them go. You got dangerously in love. Maybe they thought that you were so loyal to them, but you were pretending to be dangerously in love. You were pretending to be willing to protect them with your life, but really and truly you're not the same. So like I said, this reading is for the 144,000 who have already been strategically put right in the close vicinity of these world dominating devilish people. Yo, God is always way ahead of us, God is always way ahead of us. So when we're talking about these evil people and how they control the world and being afraid of the power that they got, God already has its own strategy in place. They were never going to get away with it, because not everybody who is around them is like them, and that's what they need to understand. Because these foundations, they were built on integrity, and then along the way the objectives of these foundations changed, but the hearts of the people who joined it, because they thought that it was an establishment of integrity, they never changed, but they just shifted their energy because they had a greater mission. Beautiful. Oh, undercover. The 144,000, some of them are undercover, right up in the close vicinity of these evil reptilians. Okay, so the underlying issue, we got take time to get to know each other more. Yeah, they never knew these 144,000, whoever they were. So the reptilians had angels among them, earth angels among them, and didn't even know. They thought that these earth angels who presented themselves as fellow reptilians were actually reptilians. They were not. Well, we salute you, fake reptilians. Thank you. And thank the Most High God for being way ahead. And we thank me for being able to bring these messages, or else we would never know. Okay, let's read on. We've been getting some good readings lately because it's like we think that these idiots actually have power and we think that they'll be able to succeed with their foolishness. But God wants us to know that this shit has already been dismantled, and any part that hasn't been dismantled yet, it is being dismantled. We can take that to the bank. Okay? They're not going to manifest the type of reality that they want to. What's going to manifest in these times is what God wants to see happen in these times. And we the people deserve a break from all the evil that they have saturated life with. Like fucking hold that shit. That's too much. Okay? A little bit of evil, it don't hurt nobody. It don't kill nobody. It just make us get creative and give us a reason to live and something to fight for and all that. But y'all are doing way too much. Okay? So let's check out the underlying issue. So it says, take time to get to know each other more, part ways on good terms. Yeah, man, don't fight them. Don't hurt them. Just let them scurry away like the roaches that they are. Nature is there to get them. Okay, God says, I want to handle these ones myself. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, they part ways on good terms, even though they want to curse you. They were trying to curse you and all of us, but it's okay. Don't be like them. You want different things. Okay, so God is saying, stand down. You want different things. And then we got, you don't need to know that. So there's information that it don't have anything to do with you. Like your mission is already complete. Let them go in peace. You don't need to know that. Just know that they're cheaters. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted, and you're not like them. You were never like them. You were pretending to be. Right. So now we got active divine marriage contract. So now you can get back to being your good self. You don't have to pretend to be on with their world domination nonsense anymore. You are released from your post. Well, that post anyway. You can move on to the next. They don't realize they are not that way. Yeah, they didn't know that you were not like them. You know you're not like them. You have an active contract with the divine. You are in partnership with the divine. You are a God soldier all along, undercover, right in the belly of the beast. Yeah, it's just a facade. But you can help them to love you correctly by just letting them go and let God. Okay? You can get on with other parts of your life now. Whew. Look! They miss you! They're gonna miss you. And you know what they miss about you? It's the light that was actually in you. You are not as dark as they were. So whoever you are, you were somebody that they could rely on for proper information, proper guidance, for a little bit of brotherhood or sisterhood when you needed it. Like, it's not all the time that a bad guy want to be a bad guy. You know, everybody loves love, even though they don't admit it. So you were the type of person to show this person or these people support and fellowship. You know, shit that they don't really have. You were one of the few that they trusted. But it's because of your light. They're going to miss you. And that's going to hurt even more. So now they have to watch their money. They have to watch their money go down, 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 down. And they're missing some of their best allies who were never their allies in the first place. It's the God in you that they're going to miss. They don't even know that they love God. They claim they hate God, but yet still. I'm sure they don't even know what they love about you. It's your light. You were actually a being of light, pretending to be a being of darkness. It's your light that they loved. So God said, just let them go. You don't have to be angry at them. You don't have to hate them. You taking yourself away is... They will never meet anybody like you for a long time. Let them go and be with their own kind. There's no honor among thieves. Let them go and sit in their own energy that they so willingly conjure up. That negative, hateful, dark energy. Oh, they're about to feel it. Because it was your light that was helping to keep them together. It was your light that was helping to keep them together. Your light brought them some semblance of sanity and clarity and fellowship. Real fellowship. They claim, say they don't need no love, but they do. They be lying to themselves and lying to us, trying to make us believe that they're so cold and they don't need to love anybody and they don't need nobody to love them. They lie. It's a lie. You were their strength. You were their fuel. We had stock market turned upright. Well, let's see. Oh, we got miscounted at the bottom of the deck. So then we know that they be cheating when they come to the stock market. That's why I don't even worry about it. They cheat when it comes to every fucking thing. They just drained all of the magic out of life through their cheating. So it's like, let's say the music industry, for example. People who can actually sing. And people who are freaking computer generated, meaning like they go into the studio. Some people could sing in real life. Some people have to get all these extra things put onto their voice to make them sound good. That's not a fair battle. That's not a fair comparison. That's not a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's why all this the songs are so shitty right now. The singers, the actual singers, they can't sing. There are no Whitney Houstons and no more Mariah Careys and freaking Anita Bakers and Patti LaBelle's and you know what I'm saying? Even Tina Turner's and these people they have their soul is on low. Okay? Their passion is on low. And they don't take time to perfect their craft either. You know? They don't really take their craft as seriously as they should. So it's just mediocre. So it's like, and then when they go to give their trophies and things like that, it's like those who supposed to get the trophy, they don't get a trophy. You know what I'm saying? They just use them to boost the market and not really give them what they're really worth. It's ridiculous. That's why I don't do like auditions when they have like America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent, and it's all a show. There is no fairness in it. It's not a fair fight. It's a lot scripted. You know, everything is just fake nowadays days. There's no real competition. You got a football game going on, they got the game rigged and shit. You got a boxing match going on, the boxing match is rigged for entertainment and to make people lose their money, and it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Let people be great or be terrible on their own merit. Just let fate do its thing. Stop playing God in people's lives. You're just sucking all the magic out of life itself, you freaking idiots. They cheat for everything. We got in the woods. In the woods, everything look the same. It's the same everywhere. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. All about the dollar. All about the dollar. It's always about the dollar. It's ridiculous. They needed to get out. They needed to be put out of their offices and their positions. They needed to go. They're just making life dreary for everybody. Let those who are great be recognized for their greatness. Let those who are trash be recognized for their trash. Okay? If you want to be rewarded in life, you need to work for it. Because cheaters never win. And winners, we never cheat. Because we know we got it like that. Because we worked hard for it. The only people that cheat are people who see themselves as losers. Okay, so the subject matter of this part of the message, okay, we got good credit. It's like it reads like a book, don't it? Chapter 3, good credit. Okay, so, okay. So, good credit. We got the messages legalities, stolen documents, and the hiding spot. The underlying issue is money lost. And the bank teller is a female. We got front yard, original, senior staff, money earned, friend, debt collector. We got credit card fraud, and we have a crash. Personal banker, secret society, mystery spot. It's another hiding spot energy. And then we got out of business. And then we have another female bank teller. And the bank owner this time. And then we got sold. Interesting. And then that's followed by impersonation. So somebody's pretending to be somebody that they're not. Let's see what else. Okay, impersonation, bank manager, and credit card fraud, and tyranny. There's a lot going on here, boy. Hired help for the repossession. Okay, and then Peach is still in the reverse. And then we got audit. So this is all about these people's money. Okay, so let's see. What's the message? I look forward to having a comfortable seat, a big enough desk, and everything that I need. Okay, so what's happening here? We got legalities, stolen documents, hiding spot. The subject matter of this part of the reading, good credit. Okay. So let's see the underlying issue. What's happening? We got money lost, bank teller female, front yard. Okay. So somebody out in the front. We got original senior staff. So whoever this bank teller is original. Like, this person has been around for a long time. So I imagine she's not a little young one. And she's a senior staff as well. We got money earned, friend. And we got a debt collector for the credit card fraud, crash, personal banker of the secret society. That would be the bad guys. And their mystery spot. We got out of business. We got a bank teller female. And then we have the bank owner and sold. Then we have impersonation, bank manager. But it's a fraud. And tyranny. Hired help for the repossession. Okay, so there's somebody in the bank that's like, yeah, I'm not on the bullshit. Okay, so what's happening here? So we got, like, at the beginning we have a bank teller female who she is like, she works out in the front of the bank, but she's not a newbie, and it's like she got paid to do something, because we got legalities, stolen documents, and hiding spot. Okay, so this person in front here, it looked like she got paid off to do something. Okay, then we got a debt collector for the credit for the fraud, and we got crash, personal banker, secret society, mystery spot. Oh, they're trying to disturb me. Am I getting too deep for you? You're trying to call me so that you can interrupt the live? No, we're gonna tell everybody, okay? I'm telling. Right? So we got a debt collector when it comes to the fraud. So somebody come to correct what was done wrong. Okay, whatever this person at the front did, the senior staff member, she did some kind of fraudulent activity, okay, for the secret society, and they're hiding some kind of document. So they got somebody inside the bank that's helping them right now. Okay, that's the first thing we need to realize. Okay, but we got somebody coming in to crash this personal banker. So I'm guessing the personal banker and this female teller, this senior staff female bank teller, are the same person. But somebody's coming in to get you. Okay? Bad woman. Okay? You and your mystery spot and your secrecy and all your naughtiness. They are not getting any help from you. But you're about to get fired too. Let's read on. So yeah, so you're about to be out of business too. You can follow them and all. I hope you can afford to get a new identity, a new face. Okay, so we got out of business bank teller female. They're about to get you. They know who you are and they're about to get you. Senior female bank teller staff that's helping the secret society bad guys. Your days of doing that is over. So all the money that you used to get, all the money that you used to earn on the side for doing secret this and secret that for them, your services are no longer going to exist. And they don't exist and you're not going to exist. Okay? You ain't got no power. They're about to remove you from your position. So we got bank owner sold. Excuse me. Impersonation. So bank owner sold. We got impersonation. Bank manager. I feel like I need to keep this part mysterious. Yeah. Those of you involved in this matter, you know what to do. But God says, do not cancel their bank accounts. But you can audit them. Lay it all out. Dig into their whole money history and see what's going on. And I don't know what you're meant to do with the culprits like this female bank teller that's been helping them. I don't know what you're meant to do, but I saw the police and whatnot before. So follow your vibe. You'll know what to do about them. Let's get one more. We got 1 hour and 17 minutes. Okay, we're going to do this one and then we're going to do the date deck. And then we're going to pause and we're going to do a part 2. Because this is a lot. So let's see what else you need to know. So this is all about the secret society bad guy and money. That's what this reading has been all about so far. Money, 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 money. So yeah, God says audit them. It's time for an audit. Check into all them years and all them documentation and make sure they're all legit and make sure every penny is counted for and all these things. And I don't know what you're meant to do with the information, if you're meant to take it to the real police. I don't know. Let's see what this deck wants to reveal. What does God have to say to us through this deck? Or to you. Because this is definitely a message for the elect of God who were tasked with being undercover agents for God in the midst of these beastly people. So they thought that they thought that I was their problem. Oh, they've been watching me and targeting me for years and years and years, not knowing that there's one of me right in your midst, and you love them so much so that you're about to miss them because they're gone. Ah, we know we're lovable. You don't have to admit it. We know. We know. We didn't wake up like this though. We choose to be lovable. You know what I'm saying? We choose to discipline ourselves and do the right things and try to think for ourselves and think like put ourselves in other people's position and like what would we like if it was me in that position, and we care. It's a choice. We choose to care and you love it. You love us for it. But you'll never admit it. You don't have to. It's okay. We know. We are lovely. We choose to be lovely. So we know we're lovely. You don't need to tell us. It's all right. We are a reflection of God walking on the earth. The good side of God anyway. You are a reflection of the bad side of God. We're walking on the earth. Still our parents. We're brothers and sisters still. But we just don't stand for the same, innit? It's okay. But now it's time to remove you from your positions of authority because you've done enough damage. Okay? Step down. And it's time for us to step up. We need to help. We need to start to clean up your mess. For too long you've caused people to curse God and be angry at God because of how society and life is, not knowing that you're the one behind the scenes that's creating this mess that we've come to call life. It's because of you. Because the same way that the educational system and the music industry and the movie industry, and we can talk nonsense to our children and share all these horrible philosophies that raise menace to societies. The same way that we can create that is the same way we could have used the same music, the same movies, the same news reports. We could adapt to philosophies that would train our children to be a blessing to society. But then when people do the right thing, they get targeted in this society because you don't want us to. You want us to end up in jail. You want us to end up in the crazy house. You want us to end up in anything that's going to bring you money to our own detriment. So it's time for you to step aside so that we can create a better society. Let's teach you how to do that. Watch and learn. You make medicines to help people heal. They heal one thing, but they give you 17 other illnesses. Who does that? Because you want to keep the money rolling in. Because you see yourself as so talentless that you can't come up with another source, another respectable source of income. You have to do wicked shit to keep the money flowing because you're too lazy to think and be a good businessman or businesswoman. You're too lazy to create. So you steal instead. Fucking idiot. Get out. We'll take it from here. Thank you. I'm still waiting for the re-release cinema. I've been watching Death Becomes Her and Trading Places. Well, Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis. I've been watching Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and them two naughty white men, just like you. I've been watching what other movies? I've seen several other movies that came up that would be great to be re-released so that this generation can enjoy it with their parents. It's a bonding thing. It's a good thing for society, and that's one way that you can make money for your movie industry without having to kill anybody or destroy anybody to do so. It's honest money. I'm still waiting to get to enjoy going to a re-release cinema. Okay? Okay. And I'm sure so many other people will support it. And with that re-release cinema, you can you can make memorabilia. Because we will gladly buy it. You get the money you're looking for, and people get to bond with their families and introduce our children to things from our childhood. Because they were great then, they're fucking great now. Stop trying to make new stuff because y'all ain't got no creativity and re-release what's already been done. Stop trying to remake what's already been done because this new stuff is crappy. Sorry, my daughter's cracking ice. We didn't prepare it before. You can go ahead, Malika. We should have prepared it before. We like to eat ice, crushed ice. Everything you do to make money has to be some evil shit. About you want to remake this and remake that. How many times have you remade Superman and Spider-Man and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and all type of shit and just spoiling it for everybody. Putting in your political nonsense, confusing people with their biology and all these. There are two genders, male and female, period. Fucking idiot. And maybe those who were born with both. I've heard people who were born with both genitalia. They're male, female, and those people, like, I call them hermaphrodites. Right. I don't know of any more genders. And neither do you. But you want to infect our children's minds with that nonsense. University students trying to argue that there are more than two genders. People who are supposed to be intelligent. People who are supposed to grow up and be the leaders and the commanders of the next generation of leaders of society. You're fooling their mind with this type of nonsense and got them fucking coming up with reasoning to defend the bullshit. Man, fuck you. It's time for you to step down. You've done enough. Thank you. We'll take it from here. So, the subject matter of this part of the message. We got a loss of stability, as you rightly should. You've made a very big mess of society. Your opportunity to be guardians of the society. You made a terrible mess. So now there's no stability. Everything is falling apart. Clap for yourself. Your stupid games have brought you this stupid prize. Step right up and accept your stupid prize. Let's check. Feel correct like this. Okay. So, loss of stability. We got loss of psychic abilities. That's the message. So your psychic abilities would be your ability to tap into your higher version of yourself. Your godhood. God has departed from you, so there's no more. You've lost. Okay? The underlying issue is your loss of rights. Like I said, step down. Loss of rights, loss of voice. You can't command anybody anymore. So this is the message to the bad guys. You can't command anybody anymore because you've been doing too much nonsense. Fungal infection. You just, yeah. So because of you trying to create such chaos in society, you've lost our control because you were insulting our intelligence, thinking that we would just accept anything because you can hire a few actors to act like they believe in the nonsense that you're trying to spew into society. You can hire a few musicians to spew garbage into society. You were insulting our intelligence into thinking that we would buy into it and accept it and live by it somehow. It doesn't even make any sense. There's no way that we'll be able to live by it because it's out of alignment with nature. Nobody would believe it. It won't make any sense. When we try to apply it, there would be no way to apply it. For example, your more than two genders argument, or three if we include the hermaphrodite. Show me the other gender. If a man decides to become a woman, it's still either a man or a woman. And it will never be an actual woman because everything internally is man. You can make it look like a woman, but it's still a man. It was designed to be a man. It has the ability to produce sperm, to create sperm. Just like a woman turning into a man is still a woman. She has the ability to give birth. Or her insides is designed in such a way to accommodate that event. Whether it works or not is beside the point. She could be barren, but it's still a woman. So where's the other sex? Where's the other gender? Trying to recreate science itself. Like, make yourself make sense. You insult our intelligence, thinking that we would accept this nonsense. And it just backfired in your face. We're like, get the fuck out of here because you don't have no intelligence. There's something wrong with you. You're trying to make us screwy. You're the one that's clearly screwy. You're the dummy. Actually. Exactly. So you can no longer influence us. You never could in the first place. And any of our children that you manage to infiltrate their minds with your nonsense, we will undo it. It's okay. So that's the message to the bad guys there. All right, I'm gonna stop this reading here. Okay, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more decks to bring messages from. So this message is to the 144,000 who were in close proximity to the secret society bad guys who decided they want to dedicate their life to world domination. God says it's over. You don't have to be around them anymore. You can stop pretending to be one of them now. You can go back to being your divine self. And God says there's no need to hate them. There's no need to be angry with them. They're going to miss you anyway. If you want to hurt them, just take yourself away. That's going to hurt them. They're going to miss you a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. God says don't close down their bank account. Keep their bank account open so that they can see their money just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. My phone said it's reconnected. Yeah, I know. It's feelings, isn't it? Yeah, it's hurting you, but you can't change it. The truth is the truth, and this is your reality now. Yeah, the first is the reconnecting again. Society is about to be put back in the hands of those who. Bye bye. Okay, from here. Until next time, my darlings, when we come back and we bring you starting with this date deck, because there's a specific date or something in here. Take care of yourself and each other. Okay, so let's try and do something better than the fuckery that we currently have. It's nonsense. Okay, and we can do better because we know how. So let's do that. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Okay, know who to cut out of your life and who to keep. Okay, right. Until next time.